Well, we could be running the Snowmobile Championship right here. The temperature's sure right. It's a beautiful day in Richmond. The wind's a little frisky, and it's a little chilly as we get ready for a go and look at pour number 15 for Brett Bodine. Stuck in the mud. And while he's getting unstuck, he needs a little of his sponsor's product right there to slip out of that situation. We'll pause for this message. Going to be a while, Fred. They're still getting Bodine out. Somebody needs to get with Bud Moore as to what happened on 15. Mark Allen to Bud Moore.
The left side tires fell off. They probably didn't get the lugs
They didn't
tight.
get the lugs on, but let him get into what happened. Should reset the field. Waltrip is leading, David. 17 is leading, and 7 is in second. Kowicki. 17 and 7. 26 is third.
Everybody has 4 new tires and a full tank of gas.
Live from the Richmond Fairgrounds Speedway, we watch Terry Labonte's number 11 parked on pit road. We're in the STP Pit Communication Center watching the action as these cars have all come in during this extended yellow to get 4 new tires and a tank of fuel. It appears that Darrell Waltrip will be the leader when we go back to green. Alan Kulwicki has moved up into the number 2 spot. Behind them, still some shuffling going on as the pit stop sequence continues here, and what will remain to be seen who emerges after the cars come in for their late stops right at the tail end of this yellow flag period to see who is actually going to be out front. The key issue is that all the cars are now rejuvenated and ready for what could be a run to the finish. Let's find out more about that Terry Labonte situation from Chris Economaki.
Junior, we rarely see 2-lap penalties handed down. What was the problem?
Well, they're saying that Darrell beat Terry back. Terry says he didn't do it. He says he's ahead of him when they crossed the finish line. It looked like from here he's ahead of him. But they got a camera up there, and I want to see that picture. If he's ahead of him, fine. If he ain't, when this damn thing's over with, I want my lap back.
I don't blame you. What'll happen if you're right?
Well, wherever we finish, they give us our lap back, then we'll go from there. They're supposed to have a camera up there to say who is in front. Terry says he's ahead of him, and from here he looked like he's ahead of him. I don't know, but I want to see the picture where it says he wasn't.
Thank you very much, Johnson. You can see this veteran coroner is not happy with that official decision that cost this driver, Terry Labonte, 2 laps. Back to you, Ken.
Well, John, Junior is not happy today at all.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want to be that photographer or whoever that fella is with a picture.
Now take a look at this. The tires have fallen off the left side of the car. This is reminiscent of the Wood brothers and David Pearson and their breakup. Apparently they were missing some lug nuts. They started out and bingo, no tires on the left side of the race car.
Well, usually what happens in a situation like that, tire changers do know that they have to put the lugs back on. It's usually a situation where there's a miscommunication and the driver thought it was time to go, everything was done, but I feel certain that they didn't have time to get the lugs on and the driver had already left with the car and they just couldn't get it to stop and they rolled off.
Reminiscent of 79 at Darlington. Here's Mark Allen.
And Johnny Hayes, that's exactly what happened. We talked with Bud Moore. He's so mad he doesn't want to talk on camera, but they came in to do a 4-tire stop. They loosened all 4 lugs. They got the right sides on. They dropped the jack. Brett drove off. The tires fell off.
A la David Pearson in the old days, right?
Yeah, Bobby Allison had one of those, too.
Yeah.
It's happened a few times.
Well, I think you're under so much pressure. He's a young kid. He's wanting to get out there and do well. And I think he probably just overreacted or got a missed signal from somebody that it was time to go, or thought they were just going to change the right sides, but they were going to change forward.
One change here, I would say it was, what, Pocono 76 from Bobby Allison had that problem. Derek Cope is now in number 22, replacing Lenny Pond, the Virginian. Well, when we talk about crashes, and we've had our share here today, we've had 12 cautions thus far. Darrell Waltrip has won at Richmond 6 times in the 2 races they run each year, but this really tough half mile has bitten into Darrell too.
The most memorable experience I had here was a couple of years ago when Earnhardt jackknifed me into the fence back there, but you know, I've had some good times and some bad times here, and some good memories and some bad memories, but I always look at these racetracks as a part of tradition, and I'd feel cheated had I not gotten to race here with the track the way it is and the conditions the way they are, and not having a chance to race here and having a chance to have won here.
Darrell Waltrip carrying one of our onboard cameras today. Let's get a word